We are back with another tactic from the always amazing GYR, and today we have a 3-4-3 which rips apart the opposition. We tested this in Turkey with Besiktas. They managed to win the Turkish league. We tested this with York City down in the National League and they blew the competition away in the league. And we tested this with Liverpool, and you can see that on your screen right now. They won a quadruple, beating Bayer Leverkusen in that Europa League final. Is that some foreshadowing by FM? Who knows? They got 89 points in the Premier League, a plus 75 goal difference, and in terms of the data hub, you can see it's been performing very, very nicely with an average of 2.76 goals per game. Yes, it does very, very well. This is how the tactic looks in game. So you've got the 3 at the back, you've got the 4 in terms of like a defensive midfielder line with the 2 wing backs, the 2 wide advanced players, and then the main man through the middle. There's some interesting roles in here that not a lot of people use, but they probably should do. I'm speaking about those segundo volantes, and we're going to go through and break down this tactic now, role by role, instruction by instruction, so you can get it in your game as well. I hear people, when I see people asking the question about console, if you follow these instructions, it will work just the same on console because the match engine is the same. But this wouldn't be possible without GYR. His links are down in the description below. Please do go and show him some love. So diving in, first and foremost with this Liverpool team, we have the sweeper keeper on defend in goal. That is, of course, Alisson, and he has the additional instruction, guys, of tackle harder. You know the additional ones because they've got the white cog and the red circle on it. Get to them via the edit menu, and then you can see tackle harder has the green box around the outside. Then, moving into the 3 at the back, this is quite interesting from G, actually. There's 3 ball-playing defenders, and they all have the same instruction set. So we've got Joe Gomez, Konate, and of course Virgil van Dijk here. They are all ball-playing defenders with the additional instructions of dribble more and tackle harder. Obviously, the tackle harder just works in this year's match engine, but dribble more also encourages them to bring the ball out of that initial third. Then moving into the wing backs, let's start with the wing backs. Obviously, we've got Trent and Robertson here at Liverpool, both wing backs on attack duty, so they're going to get down the line, overlapping as they do in real life, basically. Trent now obviously cutting in a bit more, but wing backs on attack, take more risks, cross more often, and tackle harder on both of these. Obviously, this is where you're going to get your width because the inside forwards ahead of them are going to look to cut in. Then you have the 2 men in midfield in the defensive midfield spots. They are both segundo volantes on attack. Yes, we are going balls to the wall with the attacking setup this time around. They are both on tackle harder. Then up top, in the final third, we have those 2 inside forwards, as I said, both with sit narrower and tackle harder. So they will kind of sit narrower and be in this kind of position here, allowing that width and that overlap from the fullbacks. Then up front we have Darwin Núñez. He is an advanced forward on attack duty again with tackle harder. Now moving into the tactical style, guys, I get asked this question all the time about which one to select. It doesn't matter because you don't see Spiderman. It's just what G's called it. He's just selected all the setup underneath and then hit save. As you can see, I've got Black Panther there as one of the ones just to prove a point that it doesn't really matter. Select any one that you feel comfortable with. It makes 0 difference as long as you follow the rest of the instructions on the tactical style. It's an attacking mentality on this one, as you would expect with all these players on attack function already. And in possession, this is how we are set up. A wide attacking width. We are focusing play down the left and the right. Again, kind of not listing it as overlaps, but the players do overlap basically. A shorter passing directness, higher tempo all the way up to the top, low crosses into that final third, and we are running at the defence in terms of our dribbling style. In transition, this is how we are set up. We are counter pressing when possession has been lost, we are countering when possession has been won, and our distribution type is to just roll it out. No specific target on this one, just let the goalkeeper make the best decision for the team at the time. Then out of possession, this is how we are set up. A high press with that line of engagement, a higher defensive line, triggering that press much more often and preventing that short goalkeeper distribution, and we are telling them to get stuck in on their tackling style. If you are noticing that you are picking up several cards with the get stuck in and tackle harder, leave the tackle harder on the players, remove the get stuck in from the out of possession instructions, and hopefully that should see you pick up a few less cards if you are actually worried about it. For me, if you're winning games, it doesn't bother me. So that is GYR's Spiderman tactic, the 3-4-3 for this year's game. If you do like tactics from G, check out this video. It's his guide to set pieces for this year's game, which goes perfectly with this tactic.